Test. O7 Commander Marty 61 plays, Exploration Buddy at your service.
Alrighty, good and happy Wednesday. It's time for some Elite Dangerous. I am neither elite nor dangerous. Nevertheless, we are going to get this show on the road. Pete, welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Person raising hand.
Okay, so I'm just finishing up my second item in my colony, and let's see. Did I pick up what I needed? Question. Okay, let's check. I got one last partial run of steel left, I believe. And I don't... Nope, haven't picked them up yet. Okay. Let's pick up a full load. We're probably going to need it for the next item that we put together. So let's get a full load of this. We'll use the rest of it for the next item. Working with a T8 here. So off to our colony we go. How's everything across the pond this evening there, Pete? Everything under control?
Detachment confirmed. Your way is cleared for departure.
So, I did put feelers out there to see what would be the next best item to build in my colony. I have been getting interdicted by pirates during these mats runs, and it's been really annoying. They even blew me up once. That was really annoying. So I was thinking maybe some kind of security outpost or something, or station, but somebody also mentioned a government facility which would increase our security index. First thing I'm going to do is target our construction site, and let's go there. I think it's 2 or 3 hops. I think it's the 3rd hop. So 1 hop to this station for materials and 3 hops back. Of course, because the laden range is much less than the unladen range. So this should actually complete our high-tech hub.
Oh man, I tried this and gave up, haha.
Ben's Hobby Life, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, it's a challenge for sure, and it's a bit of a grind. Okay, let's get up to the next hop.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
grind.
Marty and chat.
Double tap, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge for sure. I only paid like $12 for this title when it came out on sale there on Steam just after Christmas. So I'm getting my money's worth. I've got a couple of 100 hours in this thing for sure, and done a lot of the stuff. I mean, not everything for sure, but done some Thargoid hunting with some of the group there from Discord. That's been a lot of fun, and done some frontline solutions missions for ground combat. That's a lot of fun too. Done some exobiology outside the bubble. Okay, this is my target system. This is my colony here. BD plus 72 1135. That is the star system I have colonized. It's a beginner system. There's not a whole lot of action going on. Going on there, but you know, it's a start. It's getting my feet wet, and I'm realizing that it is very much a grind to build stuff, because you got to get a lot of materials. It took me a good 50 or 60 runs to get everything for the second item that I put on, which is a high-tech hub on a planet. We'll see that in a moment. Just as soon as we... what is going on here? Why am I not zapping over there? Yeah, so... I mean, it's fun. But
Marty, are you using HOTAS or mouse and keyboard?
I am using mouse and keyboard. I've been thinking about picking up a stick, but not going to pull the trigger on that just yet. We're debating some pretty serious expenses here at the homestead, so can't be throwing money out on frivolities. Okay, so we should be able to see our structure here now and actually target it. Yeah, so it's over this way. Here it is. Planetary Construction Site, Kennecott Sanctuary. I'm going to rename that one of these days. And of course, Super Cruise Assist gets us to the planet. But unlike space stations, Super Cruise Assist does not get you to your site. It just gets you to the planet and puts you in orbit. Space stations, of course, it doesn't pull you into the space station, but it gets you there pretty darn close. And then it's just a couple of elementary steps to get into the space station. But planets is slightly different. So when we get a little closer here, we're getting into 60, 50 light seconds, 40. So when we get a little closer, I'll explain more what I'm doing, in case you're interested. Or not. I'm going to explain it anyway, because that's what I do. You tried this and gave it up. So Ben, I'm assuming you bought this title and you just set it aside. If that's the case, you might consider picking it up at some point. So we got to get out of Super Cruise Assist here. And we're going to probably get into a gravity well. There's a gravity well around this planet or something like that. Which means... oh, look at that. We're not going to get into a gravity well. I'll be damned. I think every other time I come here, I get scooped into a gravity well. So we're going to go ahead straight for our settlement here. Kennecott Sanctuary. Yeah. So this went pretty well this time. We didn't get interdicted by pirates. We didn't get pulled into a gravity well anywhere. So smooth, just like a hot knife through butter. Smoothie, smoothie, smoothie. Do you have your smoothie double tap? Okay, so we are above the red lines there, which is good. Anything inside the red zone there is too steep. Been playing for a long time, just didn't get the process, so this might really help. Currently mining. Okay, mining. Yeah, mining. I've done a very, very basic bit of mining on asteroids. Really nothing to write home about. I'm 99% of the materials I picked up or more have been in space stations, just buying the stuff, right? Okay, so here we need to go here, request a docking, and then slow down to get the automatic landing on our outpost here. Pretty big planet, yeah, it's all good. Managed to find a location. Because if you look at the system map, right, you'll see that there's a number of possible outposts and things that you can build, right? So there's 4 items I can build on this planet.
Mostly just smashing that like button and lurking while we listen, saluting face.
All right, Leslie, thanks very much for coming in. Appreciate you. You have a great night lurking. Yeah, so there's 4 possible items I can put on this planet. The other landable planet is this one, and I can put 2 items on that. Can put some stations in various places elsewhere. I already have this station. This was my first outpost. This was my, well, let's have a look. What is it? It is Station Services. I do have Vista Genomics. What? Oh yeah, but I don't have some of the ship stuff, which I think I'm going to try to build next is something to... This station only has a medium-sized landing pad maximum. Does it tell you the population? Not there, not there. Marketing information. Export 2,700 credits. Laughable. Select a commodity. Oh, whatever. Planetary information. Stored ships. Yeah, I don't have any ships stored here. That's one of the things I can't do is store ships there because it does not have a shipyard. Ships can be transferred to this location from an active shipyard. Yeah, I don't have a shipyard on this item. Let's see, let's take another look here. Yeah, there's no shipyard. You can see here.
I add chaotic serenity.
So this is what I'm working on now. This system was first discovered by Jackie Silver, first mapped by Sneaky Pigeon 1975, first football by Andy Fireblade Musa, but first colonized by me. High metal content world, metallic core. So it's got some promise maybe. I'm not really up on the intricacies of different, statistics of all these things here. What we're going to do is refuel our ship, and we're going to dump the rest of the steel to complete the construction. See, we're at 98% here, right? And the only thing missing is 148 steel. So that's it. We are now construction complete. Congratulations, Commander. Complete facility, Kennecott Sanctuary. Confirm that. So we're just going to get out and take a look. Which basically... What the hell? Where are you going? Why did my ship just leave? I don't get it. So...
Oh no, LOL.
Oh no. I wouldn't be too worried about that, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can...
Should be able to call it back.
Cannot recall ship, leave area 879. Yeah, you can't recall your ship inside your settlement, obviously. If I leave the area, I'll be able to recall my ship. So I just wanted to have a look. See, this is still under construction, right? No buildings here. Just a bunch of these cargo containers. Looks like there's a building over here, but I don't know if that's finished. This is the first time I've ever done this. Like come down to a new planetary settlement kind of thing, and kind of can't open it either. Kind of just wandered around looking. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we do have some defenses. Extremely high temperature, eh? Can you guys hear that? That's the game sound. Telling me I got some extremely high temperatures going on here. Yeah, I'm guessing that this is not like instant the instant I put in the materials, the things get built. That's not exactly how it works. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to recall our ship. And we're going to go up to our space station. Let's see, can I do it from here? No. 668 meters. Wow. You got to get well away from your base. Once the base gets built, it'll have landing pad, landing zones, and all that stuff. So, you know, no worries about that, right? I don't know that I'm close or far enough away yet. 600 meters is a little bit away. I think maybe inside this crater I'll be fine. Let's see. 300 meters. See, I've only went halfway. Somewhere inside this crater I should be fine. Yeah, so from the gallery, what's the consensus? Anybody in chat know what the next space station I should build is? I have a high-tech hub and I have a high-tech outpost. But I'm thinking security. I need some security here. So I've been attacked a number of times by pirates transferring materials to the build site here. It's just really, really annoying. So, yeah. All right. There's a good bit of gravity on this planet, in spite of there being a lower atmosphere. No, there isn't. It's 0.55 or 0.65 G. That's not that bad. Maybe it's my suit that it's just not... don't have the right suit equipped. Alright, let's try this again. Recall ship. There we go. Now we should see it coming in here in a moment. There it is. Where's it going? It's going to land on top of me. No, it's not. It's landing back here. It's a big honkin' ship, by the way. It's the T8. And I use it primarily for hauling stuff.
Woo.
Yeah, you still can't do this. You still can't get in your ship like this. You got to do it over here. It's just kind of, it is what it is. I had choice words, but, well, it's all good. All right, so let's see if we can get a bird's eye view of our base, our colony there. There it is over there. So nothing is built there just yet. Yeah, So it's very much under construction. Here, let's tip down and yeah. So there would be the landing pad to our right. And everything else is just being built, I guess. One landing pad. There's two landing pads to our right. I think one's a medium and one's a small. Oh, and there's one directly in front of us too. Looks like another medium. Okay. So nothing to scream home about just yet. Oh, we got our landing gear down. Let's bring that up. And as soon as the mast lock comes off, we are able to go to hyper jump or whatever the hell they call it. Frame shift drive. Yeah, so now we're going to go to our station, this guy. He's over here to our right, there. Okay, so we're not out of the atmosphere yet. When you leave the atmosphere, a blue line, sort of like that yellow one, appears in front of your ship. And yeah, so we should probably try to leave the atmosphere before we zone in on this guy. Super Cruise Assist. It's not going to let us speed up too much, I don't think, because we're still in the atmosphere. Oh, there's the blue line. Okay, so we just left the atmosphere. And now, like I said earlier, this thing is going to take us into the space station. There's a couple of maneuvers we have to do. We have to request permission to land, and then we have to slow down to get the automatic landing sequence to kick in. Now, this is not the type of space station where you have to navigate through a slot. I think that's more the bigger space stations. Probably tier 3 or something like that. This is a tier 1, and it only has a limited number of landing pads on the outside. So you land on the pad, you do your business, and then you leave. Or you land on the pad and then you disembark, at which point the landing pad folds into the station. That's what we're going to do, actually. We're going to take another look at this station. We do have colonization contact in the station, so I'm going to see what it is that I can build next. Like I said, somebody recommended a government installation for security purposes. There's a few other things we can think of for security. Okay. So half an hour in, we've got our second colony item completed. Let's see what it says. Does it say anything about it? Yeah. Planetary map. Okay, so what this is our station here, our planetary station. Security change. Newtorius, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so here's something I was concerned about here, the security, right? And looks like we need some security in this system. Let's see. This is a high-tech hub planetary installation. There's the stats for it. High-tech, yeah. This commodity is not produced or consumed at this market. Ergonomic treatment. No. No ship stored here, of course. The facility is not quite finished. Oh, here we go. So now we're getting pulled into the space station. It's the first item I built in this colony. So we're getting closer. Within 7.5 kilometers, we can request docking. And at that point, we just wait to get a little bit closer. We can dock manually here if we wish, or what I prefer is to auto dock. I'm just going to get it within like 3 kilometers, and then I'm going to press the stop button on my accelerator, like this. See, the speed is being reduced there, and at some point the auto dock kicks in. I thought I pushed a button there, but it didn't kick in, so I had to push it again. You will hit the station or crash into the planet. The materials, there are places that will help you, websites. It's not hard to find. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that as soon as we land here. Actually, let me see if I can kick that in right now. Okay. Here it is. The website is edsm.net, and there's a language index on that, so mine is /en for English. And I'm just going to pop it up on the screen here. So source, we're going to get a browser source here. Okay, that's got to come up. Add a browser source. And let's call that one edsm.net. And actually, no, not going to do that. Streamlabs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to bring up a window. So we're going to bring up a source, window capture. I'm working in Streamlabs desktop there now. And it's going to be a new one. We'll call this one edsm.net. Add a source. It should allow me to pick.
I use window capture yet.
I think this is it here. Yeah, that's it there.
The new Trailblazer ships have all the materials you need as well.
Yes, if you can find them. So here is the website I was talking about. Let's pop this out. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Close that. And is this not what's getting captured? Yeah, okay, so now we got the right capture here. Okay, so on this website, the Elite Dangerous Star map, what you do is you put in the location where you're at right there. That's the system I'm in right now. You can put in some other information if you choose. You put in the commodity that you're looking for. So for example, if I was looking for CMM composite, I could add that there. Now if I was only looking for that, I would have to eliminate the steel, and you just type in steel there and uncheck it, and it comes off. And then you click search, distance to commander position, because you got different options for where you're looking, right? I want to find the one closest to me, so I'm sorting it by distance to me, right? Distance to Sol, distance to Colonia, etc. So if I'm looking for CMM composites, here are the star systems with the location inside the star system, where you'll find it. Here is the amount of items that they supply. Here's your cost. Here's the distance away. It's 11 and almost 12 light years away from where we are, this star system here, and it's 34 light seconds inside the that system. Alias station type Odyssey settlement. So yeah, we've been to the Baker Depot. There's a Trailblazer right there. Look at that, huh? I'm guessing that's... It says planetary outpost, but not sure about that.
Okay. You might try again.
So that's where you find that stuff. If you do a Google search, it'll tell you also how you can find materials. And edsm.net is the website. There are a number of different websites that are very helpful. That is just one. There's a couple of apps that can be useful too. The Elite Dangerous Exploration Buddy and the Materials Helper. Very useful apps as well. There's probably a couple more that are also useful, but those were the two I've used previously. The Materials Helper will help you when you're trying to figure out the engineering stuff. Doesn't tell you where to find stuff though. You gotta combine a number of different resources to help you find stuff. Okay, so Starport Services. Let's see, what Starport Services do we have here? Should be in the panel here. So customization, commodities. We got a handful of things here that we can pick up. No metals here, you'll notice, like steel and aluminum and stuff. Nothing like that here, right? Because it's high tech. Universal Cartographics. We're going to sell our information here. Get a few bucks, not really that much, but every little bit counts because it also increases your reputation amongst various factions and stuff. Yeah, so outfitting, not available. Livery, not available. Advanced maintenance. Yeah, I can fix my ship here. So let's do that. We can fix all this stuff. We can reload our weapons and whatnot. And there's the engineer's workshop. And this is what we've got so far for the ship. We've got, we're working on thrusters. See?
My system is probably the closest metal to your system.
Not sure, probably, but It didn't. Your system didn't show up in the search, so I don't know. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure your system is closer, but anyway, regardless. Yeah, so we can actually rig up some of this stuff here. Dirty drive tuning. Yeah, so we're missing mechanical equipment. Component found in ships regularly used by haulage vessels. Blah blah blah. Material can be traded at a manufactured trader. So again, there's a. If you look at, I believe it's Inara. It'll show you where to find manufacturer trader materials. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Gaming. Inara. Okay. So this is Inara. And do I have... Oh yeah, it's on the screen there. Okay, so this website allows you to find items such as traders, different traders of different kinds. BD plus 72. That's mine here. This is my my colony star system, and what we're looking for is material traders. That's the station service that we're looking for. Now my station does not have that. If we go back, well, okay, we can select additional options, but we don't really need to. So nearest star system, material traders. So we're looking for mechanical equipment, like I said, we'd be looking for manufacturer trader. So this is the typical item here. If we sort by trader type, we'll get all the manufacturer traders here. And this is the closest one, 44 light years away. Thompson Dock. We've been there too. And there's a possibility we'll pick up mechanical equipment there. Maybe we'll do that at some point. But for now, let's just go ahead and hide that. So mechanical equipment. I'm just going to capture that so I don't have to commit it to memory. All right, so that's for the engineering stuff that you can do right in the station here. We were also looking at contacts. We do have a number of contacts here. If you have fines levied against you, you can probably clear them here or at any station. But I think some of those are faction specific. Legal facilities, bounties, fines, again, black market. This guy might have some black market goods if you want to sell them or buy them. Combat bond, if you've done some frontline solution stuff, this guy will buy those, redeem the combat bond vouchers. Mercenaries, no combat bonds. Search and rescue. Okay, this guy, this person, Melinda. The flight computer from a destroyed ship or recover flight computers can contain details, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what we're looking for is this guy here, the system colonization expert, Christine Schaffer. Help Canon expand to a new system. No. That's not what we're trying to do. We're actually trying to... The colonization, the system colonization expert here allows you to colonize a new system. And what it looks like is kind of like this. You have a bubble, a small bubble that you can colonize within. Say we were at a space station over here somewhere. We'd get the exact same bubble as this over there. So we could colonize something over there. At this point, this is the station that or the system that I'm in. It's my colony. And if I choose to colonize starting from here, the green dots inside this sphere are optional colonization targets for me. I'm not doing that. What I wanted to do is build another outpost. Okay, I think I have to do that somewhere else. Now, you see, we're getting pulled into the station here. That platform, that landing platform is external. So if you want to disembark into the station, you have to wait for the landing pad to drop down and close the roof like that. And then it lets you out. And at this point we can...
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Yeah, big honking ship, right? So this is our space station. It looks a little more complete than it did the last time I was in here. So I don't... Well, let's go ahead and check and see what we have here in terms of facilities. It's not going to be too elaborate, that's for sure. It said there was Vista Genomics, but I don't think I found Vista Genomics when I was in here the last time. There's the interstellar transport shuttles right here. Over here we have Pioneer Supplies, which you can buy your suit and weapons. Weapons or suits. Let's see, he has a level 2 suit available and 3 level 1 suits. Now I have, I believe, 3 level 3 suits right now. So I don't need to be buying any of this stuff. He's got 6 weapons. And they're all level 1 weapons. Okay. Here's the suits that I have. I got a flight suit that I never use. The Dominator suit, level 3 Dominator suit. That's my combat suit. The Artemis, level 3 Artemis suit is my exobiology specialty suit. It's got the genetic sampler, as you can see, the top left corner there. And the Maverick suit is the exploration suit. The stuff you, when you're going around looking for things in crash sites and stuff like that, this is the suit you want to have on. Weapons, got a nice little plasma, is that plasma? Yeah, plasma shotgun, and a rifle. Nice rifle, not bad. I need to do some unlocking at engineers to upgrade these weapons and my suits and my ship. Still quite early in the game here. So yeah, and I got this Eclipse here to level 3. So these are my kind of weapons that I use when I do some combat. And that's it for this guy. I'm ready. You're not. Okay. Now, it did say something about... Let me just check that here. System map. So if we go to the system map and point on the space station, and we look at the different facilities here, it clearly says active services, Vista Genomics, but I don't know where to find it. Search and rescue, black market, interstellar factors, missions. Missions are in the terminal. System colonization, we've seen that. Auto dock, restock, repair, refuel. Commodities, concourse, exploration, contacts, docking. We don't have any frontline solutions, but it does say we have Vista Genomics there. Not sure where to find it. This is not a very big station, right? There's the bar. There is a bar here.
Hey, Commander, what can I get for you?
And this person, yeah, this person will buy stuff or sell you stuff. If you're looking for certain things. I'm looking to make a trade. I have items to sell. See, I can sell all the stuff I have here. It's not really worth a whole lot. This stuff is. Some of this stuff is. I don't know where I got all this. I know where I got some of it, because I've been to a crash site and some settlements where I've looted stuff. So this is probably where I got all this stuff, but yeah. So that's the bartender.
All right, it's your loss.
Thanks for wasting my time, she says. Yeah, so Vista Genomics, I don't know. Anybody? I don't think it's available through here. This doesn't make any sense. This is a similar interface to what we saw earlier, except this one has a mission board here where you can get a number of different missions. If you're looking for materials, this is one way to get materials, by the way, Ben's Hobby. Ben's Hobby Life, you were asking about materials. This is one way to get your materials. Just show, this is the different rewards you can get: credits, materials, commodities, reputation, influence. If you select materials here, it'll tell you what materials you can glean from these missions, like pharmaceutical patents, compression, liquefied gas, maintenance logs, and engineers will require various materials at some point, so you might want to check here for what materials you can get. Unfortunately, there's no support missions, which
I
is...
didn't see that.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah, so this is one place you can go to get different materials, right? There's different ways to get materials. This is just one. Electrical wiring, you know, it's a bunch of stuff, right? And we saw earlier okay, I'm just going to exit from this menu and I'm going to go back into my engineering menu here. So view pin blueprint. So this is what I was talking about earlier, right? some of the stuff that you can get here. Domino Green, we've been working with her as well for suit and equipment
I think he
upgrades.
meant materials for colonization.
Materials for colonization, you can also get those at space stations, planetary settlements, fleet carriers, and now what was it you mentioned? Trailblazer ships. I think they introduced that a few weeks back, right? About a month ago or so, a month and a half ago. That's a new way to get materials. Yeah, so engineers and your colonization efforts will both require different kinds of materials. These are more for the engineers here.
Yeah.
For your colonization, you can't pick it up off the terminals here. You need to be in your ship, I think, to. Or do you? Let's see. Summary, navigation. Yeah. This is not it. Contacts. Bartender. These are the people inside the station. Maven Hicks, she does what? No details. Okay. Comms. No. Look at you guys. Backpack. That's my personal suit backpack. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. Energy cells. When you go on a planet, energy cells are useful. If you start running out of energy in your suit, you're going to wish you had cells, that's for sure. Okay, so there's my commander profile. Yeah, so I'm using the exobiology suit right now, the Artemis suit. I wish they had just one suit because I don't remember to change suits when I'm changing activities, right? So the discoveries I found, and knowledge base and pilot's handbook and all that stuff. Approximate time played, 2 weeks, 6 days, almost 3 weeks, 21 days. So 21 times 24 hours. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. 400 hours? 500 hours? Something like that. What is it? It's 522. According to Steam. Number of credits I've earned, most of this through exobiology. Systems visited, 1,400 systems. 79 million trading profit. Okay. So I'm looking to build another outpost. Let's see. Is it possibly through here? Do I just click here? So I got something here. Select construction. Okay, so you just got to click on the green plus signs to build something. All right. Starport. How come I can't build a tier 2 starport? Can I? can build a tier 3 starport if I want. So these all have the slot configuration where you land your ship inside the station. Okay, what else can I do? An outpost. Now, I don't see anything specific. This is the one I built first, a scientific outpost. That's the one I currently have. Military outposts, these have less dock capacity than starports. Okay, so this is a tier 2. Tier 1 or 2. No large landing pads. So, okay, so the starports will give you a large landing pad. That's what I'd like to have because I want to bring in my ships. I have 4 or 5 ships out there in various places, and I want to consolidate them here. Installations are generally planetary things. No, they're not necessarily. Satellite communication station. Oh, I see. There's more tiers here. Okay. Here's something here. Government installation. This is what was suggested, I guess. Tier 2 government installation. Yeah. Vital importance to local factions can be targeted by opposition forces. Provide strategic and economic benefits. Factional and structure of vital importance to local factions, which can be targeted by. They provide strategic and economic benefits. So it doesn't tell you what the benefits are. That's kind of a burn. You can't tell what's what here. And of course the military installation, same thing, right? It's all the same. The description's all the same for all of these. Should I? Okay, Nuftorius. So Sophia recommended or suggested a government installation because gives a nice bump on a few categories, including security. I think you probably read that message in your Discord. So I'm just wondering if I should go ahead and build that. Security change. Okay, that's +2. Okay, let's go back and let's click this one. Security change. Oh my. Insufficient construction points. Missing required facility. Okay, what about this one? Oh, do not have construction points. Where the hell do I get those? By building something else, right? Okay, so I guess can't build this. Can't build that. Can't build that.
Government is okay yet.
Yeah, but I can't build it. I don't have the construction points. Oh, hang on now.
Build a tier 1.
Hang on a second. I have a tier 1 and I thought I had a tier 2 installation. Outpost. Scientific outpost. No. Oh, I see. It's only showing me space posts. But if I go here, for example,
If you want a lot of security, you could build a relay and then a security installation.
and then a relay. So travel to the planet's surface and find a good place. So that's how I made this. That's how I made this station. I traveled to the planet and picked up this thing, right? Now you see security. This one reduces security. And so I'm just wondering about this one now. Doesn't say anything about security. Does it? No. Effects, population, tech change. Ships, no ships. Oh yeah, there is a ship here. My only ship. Yeah, so it doesn't say anything about security here. Relay is tier 1 and it's required for the security station, which is tier 2.
Relay is tier 1 and it's required for the security station, which is a tier 2.
Okay, now, does it matter where I build it? And if so, why? So if I build... Okay, so how come I'm not getting prompted now? Select construction. Tier 1? No. Back. Relay. That's the one that's the prerequisite for the security installation, is it? Both of these are relatively the same. Why? They just look different, do they? And of course, this is the materials I need. 2,400 steel, 1,700 titanium, and 1,033 aluminum, plus all this other stuff. Yeah, so I was looking at that website too. What was it called? Somebody got a whole bunch of tools for that. Colonization, construction, worksheet, stations. Okay.
I would build security where it's orbiting a planet that has no buildings. Some stations will inherit the materials from the planet, so save those for the bigger spaceports.
I would build security where it's orbiting a planet. So, not sorry, not this one, right? Has no buildings. This one I plan to put some buildings on this one. There's 2 slots here. So maybe on this one, or this one? Why would you have to build it on a where it's orbiting a planet? As opposed to these 2 here, is that it? No. Where? Oh.
For instance, my T3 orbits a planet with 2 refiners, so it gets a lot of metals.
Okay. Your T3 orbital station is in orbit around a planet with 2 buildings. Two of these, right? 2 refiners. Okay. That makes sense. I don't think I had a choice where to put this one, though. And this one doesn't have any orbiting options here. Like, there's 4, you can put 4 things here, but you can't put anything in orbit. This one has an option of 2 items on the planet and 2 different orbital platforms. So, okay, let's so it doesn't matter where I build a relay station, right?
Your first one, you don't get a choice.
Yeah. What does the relay station do again? Let's go and have a look. Does it matter where I build that? Installation, relay. Oh, wait now. Is there a tier 2 relay? No. No. Oh, this is an orbital station. It's not a planetary station. System location. Tier 2 construction points 1. How many do I need for the security station? System construction points. Titanium, aluminum. Security change 1. Well, will not contribute, will not receive any economy links. Okay. All right, let's get this one going. Okay. So basically we got to shuttle stuff back and forth, right? All these things here. And of course, all you need to do is land on the station that's being constructed over here. Oh, I see. It lists everything right here. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to snip that so I'll know. There you go. Aluminum, steel, and titanium. So that's the big ones.
If you care about having good materials in your system, I would make sure to build refineries on the planet and orbit it with a T3 or something like that. Other than that, I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually, right? So refiners. So I need to travel to the planet to do that. and then I could build, once this is done here, I could build a security outpost somewhere else. Does it matter where you build your security outpost? And then I could build a probably a couple of refiners here and a T3 station in one of these slots. Okay. So we're orbital construction site. We're going to go there. Actually, we don't really need to go there just yet. What we need to do is
Of course, you can always get into the weeds of all the ins and outs of every detail of colonization if you want.
for sure, for sure. Can you guys hear the chat? Is the chat actually enunciating, or it's supposed to be? I guess. Did I turn chat on? Hang on a second. Chat is on. Okay. As
Yeah,
is
I
my.
can hear it.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's go over here. Can't jump here either. Now we know what kind of materials we need for our new station. The only question I had, well, actually, the question I had, I guess, was where is... So you said something about your T3 station has all those materials, is that... Or is it your fleet carrier? Squadron systems, squadron bodies. I have a stored ship in here, whoever's this is. This is yours, isn't it, Lycos? T3 has some materials.
T3 has some metals.
Okay. Is this your... Titanium.
Titanium and steel, I think.
Titanium I need, steel I need. Are you discounting them for me or what? You have a storage ship in this location.
That should be mine yet.
This one, right? Okay, so this one is how far away?
Can't LOL.
Can't what? Sorry? 28 light years. The other one I've been looking at is this guy. And it's 21 light years away. And I think it has pretty much everything I'm looking for. Not everything, but certainly has that. The Trailblazer is for... Where's the trail? How do you find the Trailblazer?
As well.
Do we have a bookmark on the Trailblazer or something?
Can't give you a discount.
Okay, that's fine. Systems. Do you remember what the Trailblazer, the name of the Trailblazer is, and how to find it?
34 Omicron, something like that.
That is definitely not closer. That's 37 light years away. Well, the closest one I can see is not stations. Yeah, bookmark stations. It's this one. Can I sort these by distance, I wonder? Because this is random, isn't it? Yeah, 183, 286. This one's only 12 light years away, but I don't remember what's in it. You know what? Let's go see. Pennington Point Colony. Pennington Point Colony claim. What?
Best thing about the Trailblazer is that it's a one-stop shop.
It is. And if I had a fleet carrier, I could just load it up and do that, eh? Maybe I should just go and get a fleet carrier. What do you think? 6 billion units enough to get a fleet carrier? And some cargo space on it? Huh. It's tempting. I think you suggested probably 7 or 8 or something like that, didn't you? I'd probably have to go outside the bubble and do some more exobiology this week to afford that. I got 6 there now. I think somebody mentioned it was like 5 billion for a fleet carrier. I think I saw that somewhere, but that would only leave me $1 billion left over for upgrades and different components and stuff, right? It's probably not enough. Yeah, I think 21 light years away. I mean, if we look around, there's where I am. It is enough. Okay, that's cut off for some reason.
It is enough, and the less you install on it, the more cargo it has.
Right. Oh, is that right, eh? Okay. I probably wouldn't need to install everything on it, right? Vista Genomics would be very, very useful. But everything you do install costs you extra, right? Is the cargo like free, or cargo space, is that free or something, or what's going on there? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and see if I can find the nearest station that's selling crap.
Yeah, cargo is stock.
Fleet carrier vendor. Okay, here we go. Fleet carrier vendor and commodity market. Okay. Holy moly. 183 light years away. Oh, man. Why is it so frickin' far away? And why is there a fleet carrier vendor 22,000 light years away? Oh, it's in Colonia. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Geez, I wish there was one closer to here, though. You know what? I'll do that some other time. What I'll do, since this is a colonization stream, I'm going to I'm going to get some stuff. I'm going to go to Greater Atuan where I started the stream. And so here's me. No. Here's me. Here's me right here. Why is it 2? Oh, it's not 2. It is 2 hops. I thought it was 1. I'm sure it was 1 hop. Okay, let's just go. This is my space station in my colony. We're about to go to a different space station in a different star system to get some materials. So we've picked up engines engaged. Okay, let's turn on the engines and come over here. So what we've done for colonization is we've completed the high-tech hub that we started here on this planet at the beginning of the stream. We're now building another orbital platform, and that one is for it's a what did he call it? Oh, you know the problem with that? It's just way out there. 2,700 light seconds away from like the location where you come into this to the star system. That's going to be a pain in the butt, I'm afraid. Okay, so there's the first hop. There's the first hop. So we're going to go there. Then we'll hop on over to the other system where the space station we're going to get our materials at. We only got 17 light year range on this thing. So you're about to see what kind of a grind I've been doing for the last several days, trying to get materials for that planetary outpost, the high-tech hub. I think this is our destination right here. Now we do have a fuel scoop on this thing, but I think I might take it off. I think I might try to get the Guardian FSD booster on this thing, just to give us some extra range, because that would be extremely useful. It would cut down on the number of hops that we need to do to get our mats. All right. I think we're looking at something down here, right? Yep, fuel scoping. Okay, let's do this, this, and this. That will bring us to the station. Well, at least the station I'm now building in my colony, at least it's a station. It's a space station. It's not a planetary colony, which means I don't have to dick around getting onto the planet. The Super Cruise Assist will bring me right into the station, hopefully. So yeah, might do some more exobiology outside the bubble this week to get a few more funds, and perhaps buy a fleet carrier, make this whole thing of colonization maybe a little bit quicker. I don't know. I think you still have to shuttle stuff back and forth between the seller and your fleet carrier, and then bring your fleet carrier into your system and do the same thing again. Shuttle between your fleet carrier and then the item that the item that you're building. Fortunately, this particular space station is not terribly far inside the system, so it's relatively quick to get at. Not super quick for sure, but it's not all that painful. Okay, so when I land here, I'm going to take a short 2 or 3 minute break. Daughter number 1 is having a birthday today, so she requested her mother make a cheesecake, chocolate chip cheesecake, delicious. I got a little piece of it stuck in the fridge for myself. I'm going to go up and get that. She just turned 22. Her sister turned 20 yesterday. So yeah, busy week. Busy week around the Marty household. Okay, 876 million meters, 1,000 kilometers, in other words. And we should be popping in on it momentarily. When it comes down to about 1 million meters, you'll see it. There it is. And now we go. I see the slot is right there. So now I'm going to request docking. Request granted. And now we wait to get a bit closer. Okay, 5, 4. Okay, I think that's probably close enough. Let's shut down the engines and have the auto dock bring us in. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to take a short break now. This thing is going to land itself, and then we'll start fetching our materials for our new station. Okay, so refresh your drinks and snacks. Smoke them if that's what you're into. Use the facilities if you must. And I will be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Thanks for hanging out, folks.
Touchdown, clear to disembark. Station facilities are at your disposal.
Piece of cheesecake has been inhaled. Let's see what we got here. We're looking for the commodities market. This place does not have a materials vendor. It would be in that list, I'm pretty sure. Commodities. Hang on now, what are we looking for? Aluminum. Okay, hang on. Ceramic composites. Any ceramic composites here? No. Computer components. Nope. Copper, probably. Yep, copper's here. We only need 90 copper. Okay. $90 copper. There, that's all the copper we need. Food cartridges. I don't think I saw those here either, did I? No. Fruit and vegetables. You need fruit and vegetables. You need to feed the people that they're building the stuff for you. Nope. Insulating membrane. No insulating membranes. Liquid oxygen. I think I saw that here somewhere. Where is it? Maybe not. There it is. Liquid oxygen. I need 814. I can only. Yeah, we're at maximum capacity. Okay. Let's stop that. We just took our break. So now we're going to deliver this to our build facility. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes to do a run back and forth. And so if you're doing like, I don't know, 40 or 50 runs, you can see it's a lot of hours going back and forth to build even a small facility. This is a small facility we're building. 350, let's see. So we do have some steel left over from the other build. That's why we couldn't put much in there. Okay, well that's good because we need steel anyway. So let's go ahead and clock in our new system. Planetary construction. That's not where we're going. So we're going to have to take this off when we get to our new system, to our colony system. We're going to have to change the name of that because it's no longer a construction site. And it's going to take 2 or 3 hops to get over there. It took us 2 to get here. No reason to think it would take us less to get there now that we're full. Oh, that's why it took us 2 hops, because we already had our cargo hold was like 60% full of steel already. So if it was empty, it would only take us 1 hop. And you'll see that on the way back next time. This should take us 3 hops. This is the second one. The next one should be the last. Yeah, I think it's about 20 trips, 25 trips for this particular station with this ship. Okay, so now our last hop should be, yep, that's it. That's the name of our star system, our colony. So we're going to go ahead and frame shift over here. Okay, so here is where we need to shift where we're going. We're going here, and we're going to favorite that orbital construction site. Add to favorites. See, what I'm doing is I'm adding a bookmark, right? So save that. And actually, it should be in our list here. There it is. So now we go to Super Cruise Assist, and this thing should bring us right over to the station. It is 3,000 light seconds away, which is not really all that close. But you'll see that our frame shift drive will speed up for a certain amount of time before it slows down as it gets closer. So that 2 minutes that it looks like it's going to take is probably not going to be quite 2 minutes. It's actually clicking down a lot faster than 2 minutes. 1, 30, 30, 29, 28, 27. That's not going to take 2 minutes. So at least there's that. It's going to take about a minute or so, you know, for sure. So I don't know if you're still there, Lycos, or not. I'm really curious as to the granularity of control you have over the destination of your fleet carrier.
I'm back yet.
So when you bring your fleet carrier into a system, how much control do you have of where you're putting it? Can you put it inside? Can you put it in orbit around a specific planet kind of thing, or next to a station, or that kind of thing? Because that would be really, really useful, right? I don't want to go spending a bundle on a fleet carrier if if it's not going to be all that useful, right? And I know you've used yours on a number of occasions for different things, and that's pretty cool.
If you have been to the system, you can make it orbit any of the planets.
Yeah, see what happened there? I got into a gravity well, and I didn't pull out of it quickly enough, so now I'm going to have to re-engage my frame shift drive. What happened was the space station, the construction item is on the other side of the planet. It's obscured by the planet, So my frameshift drive just tried to slam me through the planet or something like that. It's not smart enough to orbit around the planet and bring me to the station that way, which is rather unfortunate. Now in the bottom right there you see FSD cooldown. That's my frameshift drive cooldown, and when it gets to 0 like that, then I can re-engage. I can re-engage the frameshift drive, but I have to point to the escape vector before I can do that, and then maybe I can find the space station.
Autopilot drunk.
Yeah, pretty much, right? I don't know what they were thinking when they programmed this, but certainly was an ease of use. You gotta have your wits about you. You can't think that the game is gonna just bring you where you want every time, first time every time. That's just not how it happens. So there's my station right there, and I need to go back in here and re-engage frameshift drive. Now we're very, very close here, so it's going to take just a few seconds to get there. It's orbiting around this planet, so shouldn't take very long at all. As a matter of fact, we are there. This is our construction site. We are less than 10 kilometers away. When we get within 7.5, we can request a docking. So there is 8, 6, 5. Okay, now we request docking.
Marty, you ever play any typical MMOs like WoW or ESO?
Hang on a second. Let me just finish what I'm doing here and I'll respond to that. So I have not played Elder Scrolls Online. I have played Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. World of Warcraft. I have not played World of Warcraft. I did play a little bit of Warcraft when it, like way back in the day. But I did not play online. World of Warcraft is the online version, right? I do play Fallout 76. That's kind of the same idea, I think. I don't know. So let's fix that too. Now, construction services is where you're going to dump all your stuff. So like I said, we already had some steel. You see, we had 204 steel already in our ship's cargo. So we're going to transfer everything. And okay, so we need aluminum. Okay, let me just get a snap of this. Actually, I need a snap of this is what I need. I know I need a bunch of aluminum. Okay, so trip number 1, right? Rinse, repeat 25 times or however many times it's going to take. 350 items or tons per trip. Okay, now if I engage the engines here, I'm going to slam into the
Pretty
lights.
Sure you said you're not a sub-fee kind of guys as well, right?
No, not at all. Not into that. I have fees for enough things already as it stands. All these streaming services, Streamlabs, so on and so forth. So, no, not interested in additional fees. So we are going back to this guy. Let's do this. And now you'll see that it's just one hop over. And
You have a
again,
fee for Streamlabs.
well, it's a yearly fee. I think it's like $10 a month for the paid version, which gives you a couple of extra goodies. I might stop that when the year is up, but we'll see how it goes. So instead of buying Fallout first, for example, I choose to do this, right? Who knows? Maybe I'll choose to donate to my favorite streamers in the coming year instead of buying all these subscription fees from, big tech. Okay, so we are now in the system we need to be in. There's the station there.
I haven't used Streamlabs, just regular OBS.
Yeah, that's fair. I used to use regular OBS, and one of my games used to crash like regularly, so I switched to Streamlabs and stopped crashing, so I was happy with that. Okay, now no, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Yeah, Super Cruise Assist going into the station here. Should bring us right to the station. That cheesecake should be illegal. Ed, welcome to the stream. How are ya? How was everything in the big smoke?
Hi Marty.
Near the big smoke, sorry.
I got a Jason raid coming in for you.
Get out! Jason raid. What's that, like 600 viewers? What's Jason doing tonight?
$200.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you for the raid, Jason. I'm guessing it's going to be a raid. I don't know yet. We'll see.
He was doing Oblivion.
Oblivion, eh? Speaking of Elder Scrolls, eh? We were just talking about that. Oblivion is a remake. It's the remastered. Looks good. Jason, thanks for the raid. Gunboat Willie, welcome to the stream. How are you feeling?
He was if he could get it to
I
work.
hope vibes for Gunboat, folks. Hope he's feeling better. Hope you're feeling better, bud. Hope you're starting to feel better. I know it's going to probably be a bit of a road there, but Jason, welcome to the stream. How are you? Doing some Oblivion, were you? How do you find?
Look really good.
Yeah, it does.
Better Gunboat.
It does look pretty good. Yeah, it looks better than Skyrim, actually, doesn't it?
Canadian.
You're rating a
Doing
Canadian.
good. Oblivion is so good.
This is not about Canadians or Americans or anything like that, is it? It's about. It's just about having a bit of fun with all this stuff and having friends online and stuff.
Skyrim.
Do you know?
Oblivion is my favorite Elder Scrolls.
Okay, okay.
Intricacies, if you like those types of games, it's well worth the price. And looks amazing.
I think
Can't wait for performance patch though.
Nuftorius has probably already played that game, but
My chest cracked open for a heart operation to close a hole.
oh my goodness, yeah, sounds like my brother. I don't mean to make it about anybody else, but yeah, you got a bit of a road in front of you, I think. I wish you the best.
Jason plays thanks. I prefer to dual wield in Skyrim, ESP as a mage.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Skyrim, but not a lot. I don't think I ever finished the story, actually. I should try to finish it. It's a fun story. I guess like all Bethesda games, they got a more or less compelling story, right?
Had mine cracked in April. Make sure you have that pain med gunboat.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't get mine cracked. Oh, by the way, Freaky Ferret, welcome to the stream.
Hole in your chest for a few hours is better than a hole in the ground.
Indeed.
Best wishes to you.
Yeah, I had a few stents put in. Geez, that was 9 years ago.
Absolutely.
9 years ago. So I know where you're coming from. I just I quickly mentioned my brother. He had congenital heart problems. Right. Well, that means right from birth, right? So, yeah, we didn't know if he was going to make it from one day to the next, pretty much. But he made it to 47. He is now no longer with us, but rest in peace, bro. But, he made it that far. So we miss him every day.
Sorry to hear
Yeah.
that, Marty.
Docking coupler disengaged. Take care when leaving station.
Thanks, Gunboat. I hope you fare better. Medicine, I think, has improved by leaps and bounds since
I had
Since he
surgery
had his
on the other
operations.
end months ago, hemorrhoid removal. Worst pain of my life after, and I've had fractured kneecap and other surgeries. Yeah, that is tough, Marty.
yeah, pretty tough. Yeah, yeah. My dad had heart problems, and I guess we all inherited it. Actually, no. My oldest brother hasn't had any heart issues. Knock on wood there. But my middle brother, of course.
Dad had triple bypass surgery decades ago.
Yeah.
Lived and thrived for like 20 years after.
It's just like mine. My dad had heart surgery, triple bypass, when he was 52, and he lived for another 28 years. And he never went back to the hospital. So, I don't know, right? But he's tough, right? That's the tough generation, right?
Clear of the station limits. Safe travels, Commander.
That was a tough generation, and yeah, there was no knocking them down. Okay, so what? I thought I put oh, it's one of these, isn't it? No, where is it? Where's my construction? Settlements? No.
Hello, Marty and chat.
Bodies, systems, favorites. Okay, it should be in here.
Absolutely, Marty. Dad one time cut his leg with a circular saw. Like cut. He used a staple gun to close it, refusing to go to the doctor.
Get at it!
Maybe not best choice, but definitely tough.
Wow. Staple gun to close. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable.
That is hardcore.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Where is my build site?
This is the kinda chat you get when you play space games. Old men sharing war stories, lol.
Pretty much, right?
He said that's all they would do, and he wasn't paying them to do it when he could.
I suppose that would have been done for free here in Canada. So you're probably living in the United States where you have to pay for everything. It's kind of sad, but well, it is what it is, right? I think a lot.
Staple gun comes in handy if ya got a partner that won't stop nagging, just saying. See, you're lucky. And yeah, states.
Yeah, so that's funny. Gunboat. Good for a laugh. Yeah. That was a tough generation for sure. I can't claim to be as tough myself. Although my older brother was pretty tough. He played some hockey and he had cracked kneecaps and stuff. And
I like my partners to have all their holes open. Sorry, couldn't resist.
oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Got you there, eh? Although the pie hole, you know, you'd be tempted, right, at times. Shut your pie hole, Staple. Too much. Yeah, so folks, some new viewers from Jason's stream. Geez, you know, subs. Smash that subscribe button. If you don't mind. It's free. You never know what you're going to see on this channel. There's some Fallout, there's some Elite Dangerous, there's some No Man's Sky, there's some Baldur's Gate 3, there's some Ghost Recon. Tomorrow night, Ghost Recon with the one and only Tex the Infidel. Tom Clancy title aficionado. That should be fun.
Excited for the rumored Fallout 3 remaster?
I have played Fallout 3 and I'm kind of excited, yeah. I'd like to see what that looks like for sure. Judging by the Oblivion remaster, the Fallout 3 remaster might be quite spectacular too. Might look better than Fallout 4 actually. Does anybody know what engine they used for the remaster of Oblivion? It can't be the same as the original Oblivion, right?
Agreed. Please slap the like button for Marty Plays, and hit the sub button too. It's free. LOL.
Thank you, Ed. Old Explorer Ed.
A New Vegas remaster.
Always plugging this channel and whatever channel he's on, because that's what he does. He's a good guy like that, right?
Creation engine. Render is Unreal 5. I think it was the real engine.
The Unreal 5 engine for Oblivion. Are you sure? Because that's not their usual engine, is it? I don't think that's what they've been using, is it? Like for like Starfield and
I'm sure.
all the other Fallouts and stuff. That's not what they've been using, is it? So that would be a departure from their... why am I stuck here? I'm getting all caught up in chat. That's almost like the bonus of having a smaller channel, right? Where there's only 10 or 15 viewers and, you know.
They usually use the creation engine, but they outsource this one.
Oh, really?
Creation engine is their regular engine.
Okay.
It's running under the hood for mechanics of the game. It passes its info to the Unreal Engine, which renders the image/screen.
What the hell? Oh my God. They're always complicating matters for themselves, right? Well. So be it, I guess. Okay, now we're going to orbital construction. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's over on the other side. So let's go over this way. Oh, it's behind the star. Okay, let's go this way. Let's do a little tiny bit of scooping. Okay, there we go. Fuel and Super Cruise Assist. So the creation engine is their regular engine, and Oblivion remastered is having stuff passed to it, to the Unreal Engine. That just sounds like, what? So can you call it a real remaster in that case, or? I guess, I don't know. I'm not altogether up on all that programming, especially game programming stuff, so I'm not exactly sure what all that means. You would have thought they would have gone from A to Z with the Unreal Engine if they were doing a complete remaster, but I guess they had too many assets already built up in the original game, and they just decided not to toss all those assets and rebuild them in another engine.
Since the graphics are newly made, it's a remaster. Since the underhood is still old engine, all the old bugs and guides still apply.
Okay. I kind of like the graphics on Fallout 4. I'm actually doing another playthrough, a survival playthrough of Fallout 4. It's a bit of a challenge. There's some differences. You can't fast travel, right? Which is a huge pain in the butt, but well, it is what it is, right? And you can only save by sleeping. That's the two big ones, I guess. Everything else is similar. The enemies are maybe a little bit tankier and stuff, but that's no big deal. Just get a better gun, right? And and it's my playthrough is the only mod I have is, what's the mod I have?
You play Fallout 4 tomorrow night?
No.
Fallout 4 is the only Bethesda game I have 100% in. Skyrim I came close. I'm a completionist usually. Break out Excel to track everything usually.
Yeah, so no Fallout 4 tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Ghost Recon Wildlands, not Breakpoint. It's Wildlands. It's the first of those two games. Oh, are we going to go through the planet again? It certainly looks like we are. So I think, yep. So we got to go around this way. And we zip on past. Align with the target. Yeah, we zipped on past because I deviated from the target. So it wouldn't happen. Same thing wouldn't happen. What happened last time. Okay, now the space station is in line. And I have to do this again. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. If you have your Super Cruise Assist on and your target is not obscured by a planet or something like that, your engines will bring you right into a space station. If you're going to a planetary settlement, that's different. You still have some maneuvering to do when you get to the planet, because Super Cruise will just put you in orbit around that planet. So you got to exit Super Cruise and then aim for your target and so on and so forth. Okay, let's get it within 7.5 clicks and request permission to land. 8765. Here we go. Okay, that's that. Now we're just getting close enough to engage the auto docking, because I am definitely not seasoned enough to be brave enough to attempt to land on that little blue square over there that you can see. Yeah, that blue square, because I think that's where we're headed. This thing got all kinds of construction stuff going on here too. See all these things here? You got to dodge your way around that. It's crazy. Then we got to line ourselves up with this blue thing. This is a nightmare. For me, it'd be a nightmare to try to do this manually. Not gonna happen. Not for a while, anyway. Okay, let's refuel and throw our stuff in. 352 aluminum. It's going to take us about, pardon me, it's going to take us 2 more trips for aluminum. Can I get out of here straight up, straight out? Oh yeah, okay. Now, bookmark this. Did I just remove the bookmark? I did. So where the heck is the bookmark? There's my bookmarks. Favorites. It was a favorite. This is in alphabetical order. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change the name of the bookmark. Here. Can I do that? Deleted bookmark. Okay, bookmark. Orbital construction site. Okay, so if I change the name of the station, orbital construction site, like that, let's save. Let's go back. Do I see it here now? Favorites. There it is. Okay, good. So now we can go back and get some more materials. One hop over. Here we go. One hop over. I just noticed I got 888 videos on my channel. 90% of them are live streams. I like live streaming. It's a lot of fun. It was a challenge for me because I come from a IT background. So of course, doing all this myself, you know, it was a challenge. And it is fun. Fun learning new things and whatnot. Okay. I need to do this, I guess.
Marty is warping to his pleasure planet. LOL.
It's the Pleasure Palace. On my pleasure planet. Yep. It's where those green Star Trekky girls hang out,
I've
you
been
know.
in IT for over 30 years now. Slightly smiling face. What was your role? I was tech, system admin, architect, then manager / director.
I did some of that myself. I started out as a tech, doing support, desktop support. I did system administration, Unix, Windows Server, stuff like that. And finally I did some software support, SharePoint. Don't know if you're familiar with SharePoint. I don't know if that still exists, but I did that for the last number of years of my career. I'm retired now. Had its ups and downs. It's all good. It's all good. Looking back, you know, made it through.
SharePoint, online, is the core of lots of Microsoft 365, aka Office 365, programs.
Mm-hmm. Why does that not surprise me? We were using the server version of SharePoint when I left my employment, when I retired. They were debating moving to the online version, but I don't know. I never really stayed in touch. Kind of moved away, so I don't know if they ever did that or not. They were debating it. It had cost implications, but they were also, it was a government of Canada incentive, so they were there was concerns about storage and stuff like that. You know, they didn't want third-party private sector storage. So that was one of the things that was kind of holding up the whole deal. Nevertheless, here we go. Let's get some more stuff.
Lincoln, Mike, Alpha, Romeo. Good to see you, Commander. Throttle down and commence with docking. Docking request approved. Set course for landing pad 4-1.
Thank you, dear. Landing pad 4-1. So you don't see the landing pads here. If you want to actually manually land this thing, you have to fit the ship through this little slot right here.
Automated approach engaged.
The bigger your ship, the harder it is to fit it into the slot. Just saying. And all the landing pads are inside. All of these surfaces are all landing pads. There's 40 in there or something like that. There's quite a few, let's just say that. So here again, we're just looking for materials for our build.
Contact confirmed. Ground crew dispatched. Enjoy your
How often I have heard that.
Commander.
Hee hee.
I wasn't paying attention, gunboat, sorry. I do not believe any large space station.
I do not believe any large space
auto landing
station would
pads.
not have auto landing pads, just to stop accidents.
Oh, you know.
Hit the hay. Have a great rest of stream.
All right, gunboat, take care of yourself, bud. Thanks for coming in, really appreciate it. Vibes to gunboat people, please. And have a good rest of your night there, bud. May the island treat you well. Space stations would not have auto landing pads, so you can manually choose to manually land your ships. That's entirely up to you, right? Did I got my stuff, eh? Aluminum, yeah, okay. Yeah, and a lot of people do. A lot of this more seasoned, you know, people who've been playing this game for a while choose to land. Better warm up, dang it. Yeah, it's not very warm here today either. It's been around, geez, we're just barely getting over the double digits in Celsius there last couple of days. It's been quite cool. But, you know, then again, it's only the month of May, so not freaking out just yet, right?
Really wild wind and cold.
Yeah. Reminds me of Newfoundland.
Only 8C here right now.
Yeah, 8C. That's probably what it is here. Okay, now we said our bookmark is here, right? So let's target that and get to it. Hey, oh, I'm still in mass lock. Okay, there we go. So as long as you're within a certain distance of the space station, you're in mass locked, which is a situation where you can't engage your frame shift drive. Same thing with a planet. You got to be off the planet a certain distance to be able to do this. Now we're a couple of hops away again. 3, I think it is. Same old song and dance. So where is our target? Over here somewhere?
Go Stars.
Is that Tex? Ha ha ha! I knew it. Tex the Infidel. So we're doing Ghost Recon Wildlands tomorrow night, folks. Do join us for that. That's always a fun stream. Not sure if Tex is streaming it or not, but yes, sirree. All right, Stars.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they're
2-1 so far, Tex.
3-1 for who? I'm not even following that this evening. I see the Panthers spanked the Canes last night. Oh, really, eh? Oilers up, eh? Don't tell me they're starting to get hot. It's going to be the same final as last year, I'm suspecting. Oilers didn't make any changes, though, I don't think. Nothing really significant. Panthers did, though. Okay, so where is our target? There it is. That's our colony system. Okay, let's go there.
At Nook Darius, yep. 4 stars need some changes again.
It's a pretty decent team there, though, all the same. You know, top 4, top 8. Perennial top 8 for a number of years, right? So, I mean, there's only so many good players going around, right? Decent team, though. Okay, so there's our station right there.
Yeah, they have the talent for sure. I'm Montreal or Jets, but I like the Oilers as well. I like most Canadian teams. Got a Jet. Thanks for the fun, Marty and everyone.
All right, Freaky Ferret, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Folks, don't forget to sub and hit the like button on your way out, please. I would really, really appreciate that. And have a great rest of your night there, or day, whatever it is where you are, Mr. Freaky Ferret. Mrs. Mr. I shouldn't try to be gender specific here. Gender is not a factor.
Rolled 12.
Oh, 12. What are you doing, Tex? Only 12.
4900 Beaver Tails.
Montreal has a good future.
Montreal has a good future.
Well, debatable. They've appeared to have a good future before and just gassed it.
Oh my lord.
See how that goes. It's all good, Tex. It's all good. Your next roll will likely be over the top, right? You'll get that back and more. Not that it matters. Haven't really had much of brain farts going on here tonight, though. Speaking of redeems and stuff you can do with your beaver tails. Big 100, yeah. Daddy needs new pair of shoes.
LOL.
Is that going to work? Oh, it's redeem. R-E-D-E-E-M. Try it again, bud. There you go. Is that going to work? It is. We got the sound.
Subscribing to this channel. It would be very much appreciated. At Text the Infidel, you successfully redeemed Warthog for 100 beaver tails. Here's a link to Marty's Discord, https://discord.gg/sbtj5xh I ain't had no call for no book learnin'.
Bah. We don't need no stinky books. Okay, so we're going to get flipped around here again. Where's my station? Yeah, it's around the other side. Stop. Stop. That sucks. A gravity well right next to my my space station. It's going to happen every time I go in here. Okay, well, at least we didn't slingshot too far away. I was thinking, Lycos Notorious, I was thinking I should put the Guardian frame shift drive item on this ship to extend the range. What do you think? Think that's a good idea? I don't have to buy it all over again, right? I mean, I have to buy it, but I don't have to refurnish the materials, right? Because that would really suck. So this is what I've been doing in Elite Dangerous for the last several days. Probably for like 4 or 5 hours at a time. Just shuttling materials back and forth. Trying to build out my colony. It's a heck of a grind. Okay, construction services. Let's go ahead and transfer that aluminum. Now I only need 329 more.
Marty, have a good rest of stream. Depends on how it impacts your jumps and cargo.
All right, Pete. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate. Very late across the pond there for Pete. Say goodnight to Pete, folks. Pete SB, of course, a Elite Dangerous advanced player for sure. Check out his streams and his content. Depends how it impacts your jumps and cargo, yeah. I'm thinking I don't need a cargo scoop on this thing. I'd probably be better with the frame shift.
Later, Pete.
That Guardian thingy. 329. 329, and then something else. Because we got 352 space. Tons of space on our ship. Trying not to hit anything on the way out. Okay, so we're back here. 329, eh? Friendship drive? What? I should write that down. I'm going to forget between now and the time I get there. Okay, so now going over here. Here we go. Guardian FSD booster, eh? You can only get that in select stations. I should check that out.
Get the class 4.
Class 4, eh? Still got lots of materials left. Probably still got like 15 or 16 trips left.
Still a really good boost and won't impact your cargo as much as class 5.
Yeah, what was I looking at the other day? I was on... there. I was on Coriolis.io. Ship outfitting the Type 8 transporter. Class 4 FSD booster, eh? I don't know if I can put that on mine or not. I'm going to look into it. How much extra range does that give me, I wonder?
No Marty face today. Must have had a bad hair day. LOL.
Yeah, some games I choose not to I choose not to put a not to put the webcam up. This one, I think tomorrow night's stream I don't have my cam up usually. No Man's Sky, Fallout 76. I usually have the webcam up. The rest of the games I don't usually have my cam up.
I wonder when the next No Man's Sky update will be. June probably.
Yeah. So that level 4 frameshift drive Guardian FSD booster gives you 9.3 light year boost, which is awesome. That's like 50% of what I got now. So that would indeed be awesome.
Alpha, Romeo, welcome to the station, Commander. Commence with docking procedures.
This is it.
Docking request approved. Please make your way to landing pad 08.
Right inside this little slot right here in front of us. Not gonna happen. Never gonna do it. Yeah. Auto dock.
And
Puck,
I
puck,
think
puck.
the class 5 is only
Chicken.
one more Lee.
Is this working, I wonder?
At Marty, you successfully chicken for 100 beaver tails.
That's me. Buck, 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 buck. Yeah, I've been playing this game long enough to be doing this with any kind of confidence. Okay, let's buy 329 aluminum. Oh, I'm not going to be here long. Just getting a little bit of aluminum. 329 aluminum. And what else do we need? I had a website open there a minute ago. Not a website, an image. I got the copper. Liquid oxygen, did I get? Yeah, let's fill it up with that. 23 liquid oxygen. There we go. Brain fart.
At Old Explorer OE.
Thanks, Ed.
Successfully redeemed brain fart for 100 beaver tails.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get old. You have a lot of brain farts. The older you get, the more you have.
Detachment confirmed. Take care when leaving the station.
And you don't even need to strain to get them out. Oh my. So it's hump day today, eh? Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's having a great day. In fact, I always hope everybody's having a great day. And if you're not, well, I hope it improves. I hope you have a better day tomorrow. Okay, let's pick out our favorite again there. Is that it? Yeah, okay. Over this way. Might be able to do this in one or two hops.
Having a good day. Evening.
Marty's having a good day. For sure. It's his daughter's birthday today. It's got to be a good day, right? 22 years ago today was happiest day of my life, or one of the happiest days of my life. And yesterday. Let's not forget daughter number 2. Okay, we'll let the fuel scoop shut down here. Like that. Then we'll go to our hop number 2. I was in my 40s. I was in my 40s. So I was not a spring chicken. Most people have their kids, they're in their 20s, right? My brother-in-law, he had his kids, 2 kids. He was young. I think he was like 21 or 22 when he had his first one. His granddaughter is like 5 months younger than my oldest. Just saying. Not sure what I was thinking there, but well, you know what? Here, let's spill the beans. We were not planning on having kids. As a matter of fact, we were planning not to. But somehow, you know, we were graced with their presence, so I think we tried to deal with it the best we could. You know, they're fine kids, right? So I can't complain. I hope I didn't steer them wrong in any way. Okay, so here's our station over that way. So we're going to have to go around this star. And now we need to Supercruise assist over there. That's just a kind of an autopilot to bring us into the space station. But as you've seen, if the space station is hiding behind a planet, you still got some work to do, right? So I think I'm going to try to scooch over this way. Just try to approach it from a different angle. Maybe that'll work. We're still speeding up, so that's a good thing. We're still 2,400 light years away. Align with the target destination. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We've been having nothing but trouble there on our first couple of approaches. Overshooting the target and stuff. So this time, let's see. We're going to try to come in at a slightly different angle. Nope. I don't know what just happened there. Now, do we get a clear shot at it this time?
How much longer are you going to be on? I'll make a couple of runs for Yak.
I'm only going to be on at 20 minutes. 20 minutes or so. So, I don't know. If you want to put some stock in your carrier and bring it over here, that would help, but that's just a suggestion, of course. You absolutely don't have to do that. I don't mind doing this. This is pretty low-key stuff, so it's no big bother, right? I mean, it's a grind, yes, but it's not so terrible. I need a bunch of steel and a bunch of titanium. So I don't know. It's up to you if you want to put, something in your carrier that's a little bit closer than, bring it into the system. That'd be awesome. But like I said, don't feel like you have to do that for sure. I know you're working on a lot of different things yourself in this game, so would appreciate the help for sure, but no worries. Now we need to request landing permission here.
On the way. I'll just do a couple runs with my T9.
Yeah, that quickly, yeah? Okay, so I gotta slow this thing down. See, there's two things you gotta do. You gotta request a landing once you're in 7.5 clicks. And if you have an auto dock device, you gotta slow down, because if you don't, you'll crash into the space station. Ask me how I know that. Yeah, been there, done that. Got t-shirt. Ship survived, barely. Pilot was maimed. Oh my. Alright, let's dump this. I think I got enough time to do one more run here on the stream. So liquid oxygen and aluminum, eh? We got the rest of our aluminum. We got a little bit more liquid oxygen. So we could work on the liquid oxygen. Let's get some more liquid oxygen. We have enough. 2 more runs for that.
Autodoc has killed me twice.
Killed you twice, eh? Autodoc. Huh. I mean, you know, even if you autodoc, you still need your wits about you, right? Like I said, if you don't do the steps correctly, you know, you could still crash. And once, yeah, and I think once you engage the autodoc, I think you can still crash, because I think I've hit something once doing that, but I don't quite, I vaguely remember. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to our faithful station that's giving us all our stuff. It's up this way somewhere. 1 hop over. So the reason it takes longer to get back than it does to go over is simple. It's that when your ship has stuff in it, like we're going over to pick up stuff, right? So your ship has a shorter range when it's fully loaded. The more loaded it is, the shorter the range, in fact. That's why it takes 3 hops to get over and only 1 hop to get over and 3 to get back. Because on the way back, of course, we're full of stuff, right? Understandable. Okay, so here's the space station we're going to. Just going to kick this into autopilot here. Right here. Let it. Off we go. Yeah, you can, you know, good thing that there's things like this in the game, because you can sit back and have a piece of your daughter's birthday cheesecake while you wait. You can watch the highlights of the hockey game. You can check for possible raids. Now, I don't have the facilities like some of these fancy streamers like Jason. Whoop, sorry. I think once you get to a certain number of... I mentioned that last night too, I think. Once you get to a certain number of subs, you can it's easier to raid people. Now here's one. Delta 1246. He's been very generous to me with his raids. He is, oh, look at that. He's doing some colonization as well.
Since I last looked, they are now up by 1.
Yeah, so there you go, right? Easy come, easy go, right?
Do this 7 minutes a day.
Okay, let's get Delta's URL here. There he is. So this is what I end up having to do if I want to raid somebody. I end up having to put their URL in my chat. And so that's what Delta is doing right now. Here's his URL. That's the way I raid people, because I don't have the auto.
Elite Dangerous.
I don't have the auto raid function on my YouTube channel as of yet. I don't have enough subs. So by all means, if I should be on for another 10 or 15 minutes here. I think this might be our last run for materials on stream anyway tonight. So yeah, when we're done, by all means, go over to Delta's stream there, show him some love, let him know I sent you over, and because he won't know unless I explicitly say so. That's the fun about having more subs. There's a lot of things that open up to you when you have, like for example, 1,000 subs, even 500 subs. There's a few things that open up to you, like charity streams. I was thinking of doing one last winter for the Heart Institute here, and I realized I did not have enough subs.
Continue on approach. Access permitted. Set course for landing pad 1-1.
Set course? I don't think so. You're going to bring me in yourself. There you go. Automated approach, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Crunch. Nope.
Jason has for sure raided Delta before as well.
Yeah, for sure. They know each other. They know each other quite well. From the speed runs and all kinds of other collaborations and stuff, right? So that's pretty cool.
Touchdown. Clear to disembark. Enjoy your stay at our facility, Commander.
Thank you, lady from the station. What did I say I was going to get? Liquid oxygen, eh? Let's get that. So you got to buy it here, and then you sell it to your own station. So it's a net, pretty much a net zero kind of a situation, I believe, mostly. Depends where you buy your stuff, though. If you buy it at a person, someone's personal, another player's station, they may be charging more for it.
Ship is disengaged from landing pad. Depart safely from the station.
And it depends on what you buy. I guess this is sort of like a real economy.
With 784 steel.
Get out. Wow. Thank you, Nuftorius. Commander Lakos Hawk. '07. Let me just put that in there. Oh, hang on now. We need to get back first.
The T9 is very good for hauling.
Yeah, that's more than twice the capacity of mine.
Fire zone. Safe travels, Commander.
Now, I don't know what size landing pad I have on my station there. If you need a large one, you may be SOL. Just saying. Heads up. Fuel scooping. Yeah, I might get rid of the fuel scoop in favor of the Guardian FSD drive. What size fuel scoop I have here. If it's a class 4, that'd be awesome because I could just swap it out for the Guardian FSD booster. So I think they go in the same general area. Optional components or something. It's not core. Now, this is it down here, isn't it? Is this my, yep, that's my colony right there. Yeah, I don't think I need a scoop on this thing. I could pay for the fuel like I have been doing mostly. Construction sites all have large landing pads. That's good to know.
Construction sites all have large landing pads.
Huh, that's good to know. It's after it's built that you may not have a place to land, right? Yeah, that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yup.
Okay, let's do this and this and cargo scoop retracted. That's not what I want to know. I want to know here. It's the frame shift drive there, 5A. Fuel scoop is a 5C. Dang it. I was hoping it'd be a class 4. I guess I could probably put a class 5 FSD booster. I don't have any class 4 power distributor. Yeah, I might have to settle for putting class 5 in it. Oh well. (6-3) Dallas. Boys pulling the Maple Leafs. Well, I guess the fans in Dallas are happy, eh, Tex? Maybe it won't be a final like last year.
Landing at Yamashita. Nice name.
It's the default name. I haven't changed it yet. I really don't know what to call my my outfits. Oh, look at that. I got interdicted. I'm getting attacked by pirates in my own system. This is exactly why I want to put some more security in my system. This thing keeps moving too, and it's really hard to follow. Dagnabbit. And of course, if you don't do this this business of trying to get away, you could be in some serious trouble. Now, what happened there? Why did this go off Super Cruise? And am I on the other side? Looks like I'm okay this time. Just barely. Look at that. I'm just going to go scrape right by the planet. Gravity well or not. That's pretty close. That's pretty darn close. I'm surprised there's no gravity well. Maybe there is, only I just don't see it. This station is very close to the planet. Not very comfortable with that. We're going to come out of Super Cruise here now in a second. There we go. Let me get him within 7.5 clicks. Request. Oh, big fight. Big fight in the game. Let's get a bit closer. Game over. Yeah, so Star's got a really good goalie. Out of dock, Jesus. I thought I was going to crash into the station here for a second. Got my attention all the way and oof. Okay. Instruction services. So you just dumped a bunch of steel here, did you? Victorious? On my way with 784 steel. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Wow, 32%, eh? And now, what do we got now?
Yeah.
37. Appreciate your help. Ceramic composites. Okay, that's the rest of the stuff we need right here. We got all of our aluminum, all of our copper. Okay, let me just get a snap of this. Well, that should do it. I'm gassed. That's going to do it for tonight, folks. Really appreciate you all coming in. Jason, thanks for the raid. Appreciate that. Folks, I put in Delta's stream URL there a few minutes ago. By all means, go over and show him some love. Check out what he's doing over there.
Thanks, Mr. Beavertail.
Mr. Beavertail, thank you, Ed. Appreciate your being here as well. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day or night, whatever it is where you are. For me, tomorrow night, myself and Tex the Infidel, we're doing Ghost Recon Wildlands tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us for that. That's always a fun stream. And yeah, so take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you next time. Ciao, everybody. Thanks for watching.